What's going on, everybody? This is Eric, the one and only Barrier Collector, and today I'm gonna be reviewing a game that I typically don't really in video game styles. It's a game that I'm not really too fond of. This particular style of game. Nothing against it, no disrespect or anything, but a style of game that I would be normally playing. However, this game brings back a very, very fond memory from back in the days. And it's also a game that my girlfriend likes a lot. And, I would enjoy playing it. And the game is for the Sega Genesis Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition. Of course, for the Sega Genesis. Now, this version of the game was released in 1993 by Capcom. The original arcade version was Street Fighter 2, which was released back in, I believe, 1992. If I'm incorrect, please correct me in the comments below. Like I said, this is a game that I'm not familiar, but I'm not too I'm not too knowledgeable as best as I could find out, But anyways, going back to this one was released in 1993. It's basically Street Fighter 2. And the version of this particular game is that you're able to select all the bosses as playing characters, as well as a hyper mode in the game, which it was like a little bit more of extras back in those days. And of course, it was preceded by Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is the one that I'm more familiar with in general. However, like I said, there's an interesting story behind this game, but I'll explain it in a minute. Basically, this is a fighting game. You select your character, your specific character, and you would take that particular character to victory. And each individual character has their own unique ending to what they want to accomplish. Basic 2D fighting. Of course, you got M Bison, you got Blanca, you got Ryu, you got Ken, all of them, Chun Li, one of the favorite characters that my girlfriend likes. But yeah, so basically it's just your basic fighting 2D fighting game from the time. Now, what makes this series special to me is it's a very interesting story from back when I was around junior high. When the game came out, I must have been around sixth grade or junior high, around that time. But there's an interesting story behind Street Fighter 2, which makes it a very memorable game, and a game that I do, even though I say I don't really care about, I do carry it in my heart because it was just a funny, there was a funny story behind it. Well, the story goes like this. Back in junior high, it was myself and three other friends, and let's just call them friends A, B, and C. I'm not going to use any names because I don't want to get anybody out there in trouble. Basically, back in those days, we all went to St. Elizabeth's Elementary in Oakland. Now, St. Elizabeth's is a private school, of course, but the way that school went, it went from like kindergarten to like eighth grade. After eighth grade, you would either have to go to St. Elizabeth High School for ninth grade, or we would go to the public schools, which is what I chose to do. Didn't want to go anymore to private school. But anyways, I had friend A, B, and C. Me and friend A were very close. We were very cool. Friend B was sometimes friend, sometimes a kid that used to get poked around in school, kind of like some kids would. That's kind of mean to use these words, bullied, but we were cool. We were all cool. We hung out, and then friend C was another friend. Friend C and friend B were more closer friends than me, kind of like me and friend A. But anyways, we would hang out sometimes. One of the things that we did, like we all did, because when we would go out for recess or whatever, all the kids would commingle. So you had like the little kindergartners and all the smaller kids would hang out in the same playground to all the bigger kids, and we kind of didn't like that. So a lot of us used to hang out in the bathroom, and inside of the bathroom we would conversate, we would chill, we would kick it, we would do all of that. But anyways, we started noticing that friend C was not really coming to school often, and we would be like, man, what's going on with friend C? I asked friend B, like, dude, do you know anything about friend C? What's up with homie? You know what's going on? Friend B used to say, well, I don't really know, and friend A was on the same verge too, like, man, what's going on with friend C? So one day that he came, that he was in school, we asked him, dude, what you been? Like, have you been sick or what? Well, he revealed to us that he was skipping class to go to a local arcade and go play Street Fighter 2. So we were like, what? And back in those days, we're like, man, you're going to get in trouble because, mind you, St. Elizabeth is a very small school. For each grade, there were only like 2 or 3 classes. There weren't that many from what I remembered. So everybody knew everybody. So we were like, man, you better stop doing that. We would tell him, we were like, man, you need to stay in class because they're going to start investigating what you've been doing. He's like, nah, forget it. He was really addicted to Street Fighter 2. He would tell us that he was raised by his grandma. He would tell us that his grandma would give him an allowance. He would save his quarters and everything. And he would sneak out of class and he would go to this arcade. Now, this particular arcade that I remembered, it was actually located, for those of you who are local to the area, on 35th Avenue and Foothill. For those of you that don't know, I don't know if I haven't been in that section for a little bit, but most of that corner consisted of tire shops and body shops, like oil change places right there. Right before the KFC, that's located right there. And right before that, there was like this little apartment complex that had like a laundromat. And in that laundromat, they had Street Fighter 2 as one of the arcade machines. So he revealed to us that he was cutting to that place. We were like, dude, you're going to get in trouble. So weeks passed by. And teachers knew that we hung out a lot with friend C. So they'll all ask us, do you guys know what he's doing or what's going on? We would be like, oh man, we don't know. We don't know. So then weeks passed by, and then eventually someone got the word that he was doing that. And mind you, in that class, they had other kids that were the more popular kids, the ones that kind of used to talk smack to us and that type of crowd, right? And so somebody from that crowd, they snitched on my friend and said that he was cutting class. So the teachers found out that this guy was cutting class. Now, I wasn't around that day, but supposedly the rumors go that his grandma found out, and boy, that his grandma whooped that, what. They said that he supposedly got in big trouble in front of everybody around there after school when the grandma went to go pick him up. That they said that he got whooped in front of everybody. I don't know if that's even true or not, but I thought that was hilarious. So we were like, nah, and they were like, yeah, he got his, what, he got whooped. Grandma whooped that, what, and so. The next time I saw my friend, I asked him, dude, what happened, man? Did your grandma whoop your ass? Like, what happened? And he's like, yeah, man, my grandma found out, she whooped me, and that's that. I got in deep trouble. Man, we all my friends, we bursted out laughing. And we're like, man, we told you so. Like, someone snitched on you, and they said, he's like, do you know, he got really mad. He's like, do you know who did it? And we kind of didn't want to say anything either. We were like, nah, we don't know. We kind of kept quiet. We just didn't want to be involved in it. But we told him to stop. So eventually, time passed. He still kept doing it, kind of, but in a lesser time. And of course, time passed by. We lost touch. Let's fast forward around ninth grade, where I was going to. For those of you that don't know, I went to Calvin Simmons on 35th Avenue. So part of my route, walking from home to Calvin Simmons, I passed by that particular arcade every day on my way to and from school. And one day, who did I see inside of the arcade? Sure enough, I saw homeboy C standing there playing still. He shook my hand. We hugged. We're like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "You want to go in there and play?" I said, "Nah, bro." I'm like, "You still playing that?" And he's like, "Yeah." So yeah, that was my story about that, and I never really saw him again. But it was funny because, man, it was just a memorable story behind this game right here. And the funny thing about this game right here is that it addicted a lot of people at that time. It was a very, very, very popular game. You know, I never fell into it. I never really cared much about it. But that's the story, man. Anyways, I rambled too much. I did a full gameplay of the game on easy mode, just so you guys can see it. But yeah, that was the story behind it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoy the gameplay footage of the game. And I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys take care. Peace out.
Round one, fight! You win! Round two, fight! You win! USSR! Round one, fight! You win! Round two, fight! You win! Perfect! Yeah. You win. Round two. Fight. You win. Round one. Fight. You win. Round two. Fight. You win. Reveal. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. You win. Round three. Fight. You win. USA. Round one, fight! You win! Round two, fight! You win! USA. Round one, fight! You win! Round two, fight! You win! Bang! Round one, fight! You win! Round two, fight! You win! Island! Round one, fight! Tiger uppercut! You lose. Round two. Fight. Tiger uppercut. Tiger uppercut. Tiger uppercut. Tiger. You win. Perfect. Round two. Fight. Tiger. 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 You win. Round